Hey guys, Andrew here with DrewFit. I want to thank you for tuning in. Today's video, going to be sharing with you an alternative to fasting. Essentially, the results that a lot of people are trying to achieve with fasting, the cellular benefits of autophagy, or just simply trying to lose weight, get shredded, get a better physique. That's why people do either intermittent fasting or extended periods of fasting. What I'm going to be talking about today is an alternative way to do like a short-term fast, although it's not fasting, but in my opinion, it is going to be a lot healthier and give you a lot better results compared to just doing a straight up water fast or a dry fast that a lot of people do for an extended period of time. And I heard this idea on a podcast. I can't recall if it was Georgie Dinkoff or Dr. Ray Peat, and I can't remember whose podcast it was on, but they're on the topic of fasting and its benefits, and essentially they were mentioning there's a better way to get those results, and you're kind of putting yourself in a major caloric deficit. And what I'm going to share with you guys today, I'm going to be looking at my notes. They were talking about it's a 500 calorie a day diet, so very minimal food consumption, but it has a large emphasis on getting those electrolytes and those minerals in your diet, specifically things like calcium, potassium, magnesium, and sodium. Very important electrolytes that you should be consuming on a daily basis anyways, but a lot of people are missing out on the benefits when they're fasting by not getting these things. They're going into muscle wasting. And again, I'm going to note here what they talked about. They said doing just a water fast, the weight that was lost was shown to be about 80% of the muscle and skin. Now we know when you are fasting or you're in a major caloric deficit and not eating the right foods, the body starts to consume of itself, of its energy stores, and a lot of that comes from your muscles and skin. They talk about 80% of it, so you're not losing that much fat. So the idea here with the 500 calorie a day diet with emphasis on the minerals is to shift from burning muscle and skin to burning fat, which is the ultimate goal people want to do when they're fasting, especially if they're wanting to improve their physique. That's why I do intermittent fasting every now and then when I'm trying to really shred up. But another note here, smart way to do a caloric restriction to get shredded and lose fat, not muscle. So just reiterating what I just said right there. But let's talk about what foods you should probably be consuming. They don't get into this topic on the podcast, but I have an idea of, a good idea where you should be putting those 500 calories to. And you want to kind of keep it balanced, in my opinion. You want to get a good amount of protein in that 500 calories so you don't go into muscle wasting as much. You want to get quality amino acids in, not just protein from muscle meat, but you also want to put an emphasis on getting things like bone broth or real gelatinous amino acids, the anti-inflammatory ones, because when you are in a major caloric deficit, you increase stress hormones. And the good thing about consuming gelatinous foods is that they have a lot of anti-inflammatory amino acids. So that's why you want to put a big emphasis on bone broths, I'm a big fan of, or collagen powder, gelatin powder. I like bone broth because it's more of a complete source, and I believe in gelatin and collagen powders, you're missing a lot of that stuff. Other foods I'd put emphasis on is probably a milk source. You can go fat-free to cut down on the calories, but milk is a great source of just about every nutrient known, and you're going to get a good source of calcium there. And you also want to emphasize getting some fruit in as well. Fruits that are high in potassium, like I said, you want to focus on getting these electrolytes up. So things like banana or avocado, things that are even watermelon, things that are pretty high in potassium. And then salt your food as well to get the sodium. And what else am I missing here? Other foods that I'd recommend are going to be things like either oysters or beef liver, foods that really pack a punch with not consuming much of them, that are going to give you that very broad range of vitamins and minerals is going to be crucial when doing this. Now, I haven't done it myself, but I'll probably do it within the next week, and I'll post about it on my Instagram. For those of you that are not following on my Instagram, you should. I post a lot of information on my stories. It's DRUE_FIT. But again, this is a very fun concept, a very fun idea. Again, this isn't something that I'm going to recommend long term as a solution towards weight loss. For me, it's a quick, simple tool to, shred up if you're going on a vacation in a couple weeks, or you have a photo shoot, or a wedding, whatever it may be. It's a fun way to really cut down and not put yourself in a very stressed state like straight up fasting does. So you will be getting a little bit more energy by consuming about 500 calories per day. So if you guys have any questions, comments, or if you remember this interview, again, I can't remember who it was with, either Georgie Dinkoff or Dr. Ray Peat. If you could link it in the description or in the comment section below so I can link it as well, that would be awesome. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and don't forget to subscribe. Thanks for watching.